everyone. This is Mama Joy and welcome to my channel. It's a beautiful day today in Lodi. The sun has been shining almost all day long. It's just beautiful out. And I am going to make a dessert, and I wanted to let you see what I was doing. And this is the Coca-Cola cake. And the first thing that I have to do is put a half a cup of butter into a saucepan. I don't know if you've ever had Coca-Cola cake, but it's very good. And I'm going to add a half a cup of Crisco to the butter. Then I'm going to be adding a half a cup of, that's not a half, no, 4 tablespoons, I'm sorry, 4 tablespoons of cocoa, powdered cocoa, chocolate. Now, most everyone has cooking spray. Some of it has flour in it, some of it doesn't. But I had some spray, but I didn't have the one with flour in it, so I'm going to show you what I did. I sprayed the pan with the spray oil, and then I put cocoa powder on here and moved it all around and got it covered with the cocoa, because if you put flour on here, the bottom of your cake will be white. Excuse me for making so much noise. The bottom of the cake will be white, so I didn't want it to do that. I wanted it to stay chocolate, so I put cocoa in the pan. I'm sure some of you've done that many times. Now, the next thing I have to add is 1 cup of Coca-Cola. If I don't know, I've never used, oh, it comes right off. And this takes 1 cup. And I'll have to let it quit foaming. Then I'm going to be using some more of it for the frosting. Now I'm going to let this come to a boil. Then I'll take it off the stove and let it cool down. Then I'll show you what I'm going to mix it with. Now I'll be bringing you back. Okay, I'm bringing you back. And the cocoa, the butter, and the Crisco, and the Coca-Cola has came to a boil. I'm going to set it off of the stove here and let it cool. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to be doing back over here. I have put 1 cup of sugar into the mixer, and I'm going to be adding another cup of sugar in here in the mixer. Okay. Now, I added a was it a teaspoon? Yes, no, a half a teaspoon of salt. And I added a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Now I'm going to add flour. So I'll be putting 2 cups of flour in here. Okay. Now, this will sprinkle out again, so I'm going to have to put something over here to keep it from doing that. I'm going to mix that up And then when this Coca-Cola and butter and shortening cools, I'm going to be pouring it into this flour mixture. So, take out whoops, that's not big enough, is it? This one should do. Okay. Get this all mixed up, and then I'll be ready to add the liquid when it cools. Now, after I get it in there, I'm going to be adding a half a cup of buttermilk, a teaspoon of soda, 2 eggs, and a teaspoon of vanilla, and 1.5 cups of marshmallows. Then we'll get this mixed all together, and I'll pour it in the cake pan, the sheet pan, and then we'll put it in the oven. And the oven temperature is 350, and it needs to bake for about 25 minutes. So that's what we're going to be doing. And then I will be making the frosting for the cake, and it takes a half a cup of butter, 6 tablespoons of Coca-Cola, 3 tablespoons of cocoa. You can add nuts if you want. I don't have any. I'm going to bring that to a boil, and then I will add powdered sugar to it and some vanilla, and it will go on the cake while the cake is still warm. So I'll get all those ingredients ready, and I'll bring you back. Okay, I have the chocolate mixture, the cocoa and the butter and the Crisco, and I'm going to be pouring it into the mixer with the flour mixture. See, I got it with my spatula. Into there it all goes. It smells so good. Chocolatey smell. Yummy, yummy. Buttery chocolate. Okay. Now, to this mixture, I'm going to add buttermilk and 1 teaspoon. I can't talk today. 1 teaspoon of baking soda and a half a cup of buttermilk. Okay. Then I'm going to add 2 eggs. One. 2. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Now I'm just, this is a teaspoon, so we'll use it. And next, we're going to add the 1.5 cups of marshmallows. This smells so good. Yummy, yummy. I'm going to add the batter to the pan, to the baking sheet. And you know this, this doesn't have a handle. And it's very hard to hold on to. Very, very hard to hold on to. Especially when you don't have a good grip anyway. I'm gonna see if I can get all of this good batter out of here. Spread it around in the baking sheet. Whoops. Better wipe that up or I'll be burning that on the bottom of the pan. So, while this is baking, I'm going to be getting the frosting ready. And then it'll go on while the cake is still warm. Okay. We're going to bake this for about 25 minutes at 350. And while that's baking, I'm going to go outside and sit on the patio and enjoy the sun. It's so pretty out today. It's rained almost every day, but it's still warmer here than it is at home, that's for sure. And I'm glad of that. Okay, quit making so much noise here. We're gonna need the vanilla over there. So, let me get this in the oven. I don't like to leave batters and stuff in the pan very long because it makes it such a hard cleanup, and I don't like that. So, this is what I'm going to do for the frosting. Let's see, in the pan I have put 1 stick of butter and 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder. To that, I'm going to be adding 6 tablespoons of Coca-Cola, and I'm going to bring that to a boil. When it comes to a boil, I'm going to be adding 2.5 cups of powdered sugar and another teaspoon of vanilla, and that's going to be the frosting. But I'm going to let the cake bake for just a little bit before I start the frosting. Then I'll bring you back. Okay, I'm starting the frosting, and I've put the butter in here and cut it up in smaller pieces with a spoon. And I was going to tell you, if you have trouble with your cocoa being lumpy, you can put it in a little sifter. And I'll show you what I used. And then mash it through with a, I just use this little sifter and put it in here and mashed it through with a spoon. Okay, it's starting to come to a boil. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I'm going to be moving it over here where I can get the powdered sugar in it. I think I had it a little bit too high and it came to a boil real quick, but I turned it down and then it stopped, and I'm gonna bring it back to a rolling boil. Okay, brought it to a boil. Now I'm going to put the powdered sugar in it. And this will be 2.5 cups of powdered sugar. I'm going to stir this one in a little bit before I put the second one in. Two and a half cups. And a teaspoon of vanilla goes in here also. And I should have put my apron on, and I didn't. Okay, I'm going to stir this in. You can add nuts to this if you like. I do. I just don't have any. But everybody doesn't like nuts. I don't think Eric likes nuts in his. I'm going to take a peek in here. Oh, Josh. Goodness, it looks so good. It's raised to clear up to the top. I hope I have room to put the frosting on it. Like I said, I know what I'm used to using at home for different things, and these pans are just a little bit different. And Okay. So I will bring you back. See how much time I have left on the timer for the cake. Okay, this cake raised up clear to the top. So I'm hoping I have enough room to get the frosting on. Without it running over the edge. You can't see what I'm doing, can you? I don't think it's going. Okay, I don't know if I got any of that or not. The timer came on, went off, and yeah, the icing didn't run over. That's good. That's a good thing. That was a good thing. I hope that I'm getting it covered. For some reason, I can't see. There. I dripped it on the counter. I'm gonna take a bite. Oh my goodness. Oh, tastes like fudge. Tastes just like fudge. Okay. So good. Eric doesn't know I'm making this. He knew I was going to one day, but he didn't know when. And so I'm gonna surprise him. He loves this Coca-Cola cake. But I'm not gonna cut into it now, it's too warm. It is absolutely yummy. The frosting is yummy. And I know the cake will be good too. Anyway, I'm going to be sharing this with some friends. And I want to thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate it. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and hit the like button and the notification bell. And the more people that hit the like button, the more people that'll watch my videos. Thank you so much. You guys have a good rest of the day. I'll see you soon.